Yeah, I really felt like we'd done something when we finished that one.
Okay.
Are you close enough? Is she close enough?
Okay. I'm talking with Barbara Hershey, who's in The Last Hard Man. Barbara, I've just seen the movie, and I must say I'm terribly exhausted. I'm sure it was an exhausting movie to make.
Yeah.
Although you never show this. You never show that.
I didn't look exhausted at the end
yes,
of it?
yes, but I mean, you play the role so easily, so beautifully, you fit into it that
Well, good.
it is really great. Would you say this is definitely a man's movie?
In what way? You mean only a man would like it, you mean?
Right. Do you think it will appeal to women?
I just don't know. I really don't know. Some women, of course.
Yeah.
Some women know.
It's just so rugged and there's so much blood. I just wonder
Some women
about
like
the women. Yeah.
rugged blood.
That's true. How did you feel about the part?
About the part, the
Yes,
role?
the role you play.
Well, I was glad to work with the two actors. It was the main thing that appealed to me, and I like westerns. And so I was gratified to get the part, very much so.
How did you get your start, Barbara, in acting?
I was going to Hollywood High School, and I did a scene for an agent, got an agent. It just happened pretty naturally. I'd always wanted to act. I lived in Hollywood, and I just went on interviews and got my first job when I was 17 and began acting.
What role would you most like to play? What type role?
I'm not interested in playing just a type role. I'm interested in acting and playing many types of roles. At this point, I would just love to have a meaty part, something that I can get into. It seems as soon as I play a sweet girl, then I want to play a bad girl. I mean, I like the idea of playing all sorts of people.
So that you won't be stereotyped.
So I won't be stereotyped, but also because I'm really interested in acting and the learning process, and it's also very, you learn a lot about yourself, about all the sides of yourself when you play a variety of people.
How do you go about the learning process? Do you see a lot of movies? Do you watch others?
I'm a fan of movies. I love movies. I'm a great audience for movies. I'm not great at analyzing movies. I watch movies more on a gut level. They've always affected me deeply. I don't know. I mean, every part of life can teach you about acting. Just meeting you and watching you and looking, you know, or growing as a human being, having a baby. Whatever affects you, if you're aware in terms of learning about acting, about behavior, then you can learn with anything, riding on a bus. And then there's the study and all that kind of stuff that I'm pretty lazy about, but I'm trying to discipline myself to do. I've never really studied acting. And then there's just the doing of it, which movie after movie or experience after experience you grow.
What are you doing to learn? You say you're in the learning process other than observing. Are you studying acting?
I have occasionally been studying acting. I'm trying to read plays. I'm trying to read about actors and about acting. That's all very difficult for me. That requires a lot of discipline, but I'm trying.
When you're not acting, how do you spend your time?
Well, I have a little boy, about 3 1/2, and he takes
a lot of time.
Takes a lot of time and energy, and I'm looking hard to find work, and I take piano lessons and dancing lessons and things like that. I'm trying to read a lot.
What do you like to read?
I like to read all kinds of things. I feel like such a baby. I've just discovered books for the first time in my life, and there's so much to read. I'm just beginning.
Would you like for your son to be an actor?
I don't like for him to be anything except what he wants to be. I've had offers to use him in films already, and I don't want that, because if he at some point decides to, all right, but I don't. I think it's an unnatural life for a child. I'd never push him into anything.
Do you live in Hollywood?
Yes.
What about your spare time, other than your reading? Do you take any sports or hobbies, sewing, anything?
No, not other than what I've named, and just living, cleaning house, things like that.
Barbara, you are a fine actress, and I know we're going to be seeing you much, much more.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
What's your boy's name?
Free is his name.
How pretty.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
be hoping to see more.
Thank you.
This is your first interview.
Yeah, right.
Okay. We're going to give you a little bag to kind of tote around, or give my assistant and Nicole
Okay.
all 4 film clips so you don't have to lug them in
Well,
your purse.
he'll
I've
take
got all 4